gibt Sachen, über die darf man nicht reden. Sachen, die früher passiert sind.
Komm!
Right before the heavy snowy winter, a mysterious stranger from America shows up in a little town in the Austrian Alps, claiming to be a photographer. However, no one seems to enjoy his presence, and most of all, they don't want him there. What is this town hiding? And how is this American connected to this town? Because upon his arrival, bloody bodies began to pile up. Well, that's all I'm gonna say, and the rest is for you to find out. I managed to find quite a bit of enjoyment from the Dark Valley. This is a disquieting little western that manages to build on its foreboding tone, and deliver some mesmerizing cinematography that's not meant to look stunning, but feels more harsh and cold instead, like the little secretive town. This film also has some great taciturn acting. However, I did find the backstory to be kinda weak, the gory scenes at times overpowering the film, and the music and score choice to not always fit the overall tone. Directed by Andreas Prochaska, this is a fun little slow burn thriller that I believe most audience will find fun. The Dark Valley is a rather quiet film. There's not a lot of dialogues, which fits the icy location choice and the overall cold vibes. The actors really have to be expressive in this film, as they have to utilize their body language, and in that aspect, I think they deliver. Andreas Prochaska chooses to shoot mostly in close-ups, when we are around the characters. This allows the camera to capture the actors' facial features, but what stands out the most are their eyes. All the characters' eyes were so expressive. They were able to display their emotions without having to show them directly. You can see their anger, their hatred, bubbling beneath them. I also really love our main character, the stranger, played by Sam Riley. When we first meet him, he seems quiet, calm, and composed. He's very likable as he minds his own business and keeps his promises. But yet within the first frame, you can feel that he's hiding something. And underneath his coolness, you can see that he's actually a very calculated person, and that the town has some connection with him. All this can be seen displayed through his reserved acting, and I was able to pick it up even without him directly showing it to the audience. I also really like Thomas W. Knies' cinematography choice. The wide shot was able to capture the bleak, cold Austrian Alps in a way that doesn't feel welcoming, just like how the village feels about a stranger, thanks to the help of Knies' crisp, arid cinematography. And whenever we are around the actors, close-up or extreme close-up are utilized. As mentioned above, they help capture the actors' facial features, but they also help elicit a sense of being crammed and restrained. You feel like the cold winter is going to cause everything to cave in, and secrets will be revealed, like you are there, shut in for the winter, waiting and longing for spring to come. I also like how shots would linger long enough to allow the brooding atmosphere to really sink in. Although I had quite a bit of fun with the Dark Valley, the film didn't do the best job when executing the backstory. I felt that the way it was delivered didn't have the impact and effectiveness I was hoping for. What I love about the film is its slow burn atmosphere that allows the horror to slowly slither forward and curl around you. The backstory did not do that. It was executed with quick flashback scenes and voiceover narration that didn't fit the overall tone of the film. I found the way the backstory was executed to be slightly disappointing. Another slight issue I had with the Dark Valley was the use of gore. I'm okay with gore. In fact, I watch a lot of gory films, but there were moments in this film where the gore effect didn't work, as it didn't match the disquieting tone it was going for. I'll give you an example. There's a scene where a person is being captured and dragged off. The film decides to vividly display a scene where her legs get chopped off. I believe they didn't have to show that, as that moment became the image that was ingrained in my head, and the story behind that scene came second. I was more focused on the gore than what was actually happening. Dark Valley restrained storytelling is what made it a captivating watch. The sudden violent gore removes that effect and caused me to lose focus on the story. The score choice at times was also slightly weird and didn't match certain scenes. There were moments where it felt like they were free stock music. Some scenes would utilize a score that seemed way too dramatic when compared to what was happening on screen. Then we get obscure music choices, like the finale scene, where synthwave pop music is chosen. It's a dark western film. Why would you pick a synthwave pop music for a climax? The ending also wasn't as hard-hitting as I was hoping for, as the build-up to it made it feel like something big was coming. It doesn't quite do that for me. Overall, there is a lot to like about this film, and I would say I had a good time with it. I really love the slow burn atmosphere that allows the film to slowly creep up towards you. I love the desolate, icy location choice, and how the cinematography was able to capture that. I love the reserved acting, and how the actors were able to display so much emotion just from their eyes. But what dragged me out of this film slightly was its weak backstory, allowing the gore to overpower its story at times, and a not so fitting score and strange music choice. But that shouldn't stop you from watching this film, as I believe most of you will be able to find some fun out of it. I sure did. So give it a go if you're able to find a copy of Dark Valley. Have you seen Dark Valley? Do you plan to see it? If you did, what did you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And as always, subscribe for your next travel ticket.